If the Bible had powers, I tell you, nobody will bring it to Africa. Repeat after me. If the Bible was useful or had powers, nobody will bring it to Africa. Period.
Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to the channel of upright men and women. Now guys, before I get into today's video, I have a question to ask. I hear that Fitz Jackson, Member of Parliament for South St. Catherine, that's of course somewhere over in Portmore, I hear that he and Michael Jackson, the head of the Jamaicans for Justice, JFJ, are brothers and sisters. Or should I say brother and sister? I'm hearing that from 2 or 3 persons who came in my comment section, and I would just like to know if something goes so. So if somebody know whether they're my brother and sister, wife and husband, or cousin, or are related in any way, shape or form, please come and let me know. Because this is public, should be public knowledge if something goes so. Because I don't want to start put 2 and 2 together yet until I get some confirmation on this. So anybody who have any information on this, please put in the comment section, clear it up, yes, no, maybe so, or whatever. Thank you very much. This is one of the sickest and most heart-rending story you will ever hear about a depraved purveyor of destruction that has ever happened in this country. I have gotten some information on the now deceased Giovanni Ellis, aka Cooliman, who had taken the life of 9-year-old Kelsey Ferrigan last Friday. Now, for the very few of you who have not heard about Kelsey Ferrigan's case, which means you're living overseas, or if you're in Jamaica, you need to come out from under a rock more often. Kelsey Ferrigan was ravished and then killed by a fiend, a monster, depraved monster called Giovanni Ellis, over in Spanish Town on Friday afternoon, May 9th. Her body was found in a barrel at around 7 or 8 o'clock in the night after they had been searching for her all afternoon and she could not be found. Luckily, that super predator, and you're going to hear why I call him a super predator. Police went hunting for him and they caught up with him and he was shot dead and the firearm recovered. Now of course, me don't care about whether a firearm was recovered or not. What I am happy about is that he was shot dead. And this should have been done a few years ago. Because from what I'm hearing, this is the 7th time that his name has called up on child molestation and grievous sexual battery and the big RAPE and so on and so forth. And it did not begin yesterday. It began from when he was in high school. The first time his name called up and things like this was when he was 13 years old. And him and 3 other youth, according to me here, hold up a girl, lower her into the boys' bathroom. When she go in there, them grab her and they battery her. Oh, for those of you overseas who don't understand what we mean by battery, in Jamaica, overseas, in America, you would say you run a train on her. So they took turns with her. It reached the ears of the school authorities, but for some reason, charges at that time had not been brought. The second time was when he was 17 years old. It was coming up to graduation. And I hear that they were practicing, or should I say rehearsing, for the graduation. And it seemed that on one of those occasions, they happened to finish late, maybe after 5 o'clock, going up to 6. And because it was coming on to dusk, all of them grab one of the about three of them again, maybe four. That's not quite clear to how I got the news. Took her to the back of the premises, and again they have their way with her. These are like jackal. This youth are like one jackal, stark, raving, wild animal. I know the case was taken to juvenile court, but I don't know how it actually turned out. Now, during the course of the next few years, because he's now 30 years old, during the course of the next few years, every woman we him talk to, we have a baby daughter, him fingle and mingle with any baby girl we him see. Because him not in this for no woman, he prefer babies. That is how sick that individual is. And because of that, he had to keep moving from one community to the other community. Not even his own mother, want him near. He had been to prison on 2 occasions, and he is now on bail for another round of RAPE of a minor. In this particular case, it's not just that he ravished another little girl, but when the mother tried to intervene, he broke up her 2 hands, them lick her with mud and broke both her hands. And he was on bail for that at the time when he committed this particular act on little Kelsey Ferrigan. At the time when he was remanded in custody for this last offense, where he ravished the little baby and broke up the mother 2 hands, he had actually run away, find a different woman, and him and she come to catch over by Kelsey Ferrigan, the little girl's mother's house. So, in other words, the same picnic where him killed, her mother was the one who rescued him and took him into her house. But why she took him into her house when she knew who he was? She knew what he was. Why? Because Giovanni Ellis, aka Cooliman, his mother lived next door to Kelsey Ferrigan, next door to the baby that he killed and her mother. So she must have heard something. But let me explain something to you guys. Cooliman and his mother, Miss Lurleen, them call her Miss Lurleen, they do not have a good relationship. He did not grow up with his mother, and he hated his mother, and his mother was scared of him. Why did he hate his mother? Cooliman was tutored by his father into hating his mother. So let me give you a little background here. Cooliman's father, when he was a baby, was about going 2 years old. Him used to beat up on Cooliman's mother. And out of fear of being beaten, not wanting to keep being beaten, she had to take the wings of the morning. Now, when Cooliman's father realized, say, she not coming back to him because she had moved and taken the child with her, Cooliman's father go to court, get a court order, and family court granted him custody of the little boy. Tell all kind of lie. So, not wanting to have him back into her life or fear of being hurt by him if she even go look for the child, she just move on and just didn't even bother look back. So, him grew up with a father. And the father teach him to hate his mother. So, it was when he was close to 20 that he got even to know his mother. And she heard all the rumors about him and what his lifestyle had been like. And so she knew all of these things that he had been up to. Because by the time she get to meet him, he had already served prison sentences for those ravishing of infants. And when his mother got to meet him, it gave her hell. I tell her him not like her, him will hurt her because she abandoned him and go away and only him father him love very. So even though he lived, the mother took him in. When him got commit him nasty acts and a seek refuge, he showed his mother no love whatsoever. And when she realized him a commit certain acts, she put him out and never have nothing to do with him. So after him go away and go ravish another infant, broke up her mother hand, he move come next door her. And for some reason, Kelsey Ferrigan's mother took him in. So it's when the police found him and he was arrested, that was when he spent some time in lockup. Several months he was there because he was on $300,000 bail. So when you put a man on $300,000 bail, you know say him that case is quite serious. But after a few months, him have him little cronies in the area and all about the place. And somehow they all trumped up and bailed him. Word on the ground is that he got bail on Thursday, the 1st of May. And when he got bail, nobody never really see him. He looked like he went and hide out somewhere. But on the day when he committed the act on little baby Kelsey Ferrigan, that day, him come over the house where he was staying next door, used to stay next door, which is next to his mother's house. And then him pop over and see his mother. But his mother got scared and run him because she didn't want to have nothing to do with him. Him go back over the house he was staying. And that lady, Kelsey Ferrigan's mother, harbor him over there and keep him there. As a matter of fact, she had work and she had a shift that started at 2 o'clock. So she left him there at about midday, about 12:30, and left him at the house while her two daughters, Kelsey Ferrigan and her younger sister, were at school. Well, it so happened that Kelsey Ferrigan obviously came home first, but nobody couldn't find her after she come home. People said they saw her because they were looking for her now after the time was running up and she could not be found. They started looking. I hear that she have a 6-year-old sister, and the 6-year-old sister told them that when he got to the house, Cooliman was there, but she didn't see her sister. So everybody started searching the neighborhood, including the victim's elder brother. And they never found the picnic or found her body until around 8 o'clock in the night. Because they just didn't think of looking in a barrel. Because they're not thinking of she being dead. They think of her being alive and probably gone walk somewhere with a friend or at a friend's house or something. So they're not even looking in the yard. Because not like say the yard have no pit where she go drop in her. Or no swimming pool where she go drown in her. So they're not thinking of even death as such. But when they found her, Cooliman was nowhere in sight. That gone. Now, there's a point to note before I go any further. Cooliman's father, he is also wanted on a rape charge in Jamaica, but he got bail and fled the island and is now living overseas. Now, I always tell you, people, say blood follow vein. And that not everybody, you as a woman, should allow to inject them body fluids in your body. Because sometimes you have sex with some demon, have the same dirty bad blood in them, because maybe the pooper a rape woman from him, the idea me too. And if the picnic, it follow in the picnic. Because this mother, Giovanni Ellis's mother, Cooliman's mother, she has 2 other children after him, a girl and a boy, according to what I'm hearing, and they are the most well-behaved people she has ever known. I'm not saying nothing like him. And then again, for goodness sake, you know on this. I tell you now all the time, judge a book by its cover. Judge a book by its cover. Yes, I have to teach these lessons. I want you guys to take a look at this picture. These are some of the best soul R&B singers that this planet has ever known. Look at how they look. They sing about love, about peace, about hope, about joy, and all the pleasures and tenderness of life. And what they sing comes from their heart, comes from their souls. None of them have ever been charged, as far as I know, with any criminal offenses. Now, take a look on them one here. As me are showing you, all the while, you see evil. You see when you're evil, it shows on the outside of you. That's why I say, judge a book by its cover. I can't even list the number of depravity that them here commit, including rape and murder. Some of them are mass murderer. And you see, bleaching, tattoo, plait up here, earring, and look, the total depravity. Some of the most nastiest, depraved creatures on earth. Now, when you look back on this is the evil where inside of it come out, on top, on its surface. Believe it. And look at their music. Look at their music. Head bust out like melon, brain splash a grung. Dung in your throat, gal, dung in your throat, gal. And in fact, they just sing about evil. Everything that is evil and violent. But as a matter of fact, you see, Kelsey Ferrigan's mother, she is responsible for her daughter's death. Because she knew the history of Coolie Man. She knew his history. And him come from lockup for them kind of criminal office which she know about. And you left that round your picnic them. Them have a saying, sorry for Margadog turn around bite you. But in this case, I'm not just sorry, she's sorry for him. This is obviously her type of people to associate with. Because if this wasn't her type of people, that couldn't come through our gate. Let me know if you think that Kelsey Ferrigan's mother should take any responsibility for what happened to her young daughter. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.